All right. So thank you all for coming to Debate That Call Society, the greatest debate platform that formally hosts all types of debates here on the Vigo platform. We're also located on YouTube, and you'll soon find us on TikTok as well, because why not? Hey, we might as well ride it till the wheels fall off. With that being said, I'm going to roll this out right here, what we're going to be doing and how this format is going to go so that everybody has an understanding of exactly what is going to go down. We got 6 minutes apiece, right, for our opening round. All right, 6 minutes apiece for our opening round. We will have the first round will be 8 minutes, a 6 minute rebuttal, and we'll have that from both participants. And then we will have another in the second round. We'll have 8 minutes with a 6 minute rebuttal. We'll have the closing statement of 8 minutes, and then we'll have Q&A, 4 questions apiece from each debater. And then we'll have some questions and answers after all of that from the panel or from the audience. Since both of our participants here are Debate.Call Society debaters, they have been here, they already know the drill, right? If anybody is interested in becoming an administrator in Debate.Call Society, please hit me up on the DM, and also follow Debate.Call Society Vigo page. Here, you can find it in the chat because that's who's recording. It will be posted on YouTube, right? It shall be recorded and put up on YouTube. Look out for that. Sooner or later, I'll figure out how to do it simulcast so that it'll all be done at all at the same time. With that being said, for my debaters, right, we have Ashe, Amon. Let me unmute him. And then we have Anonymous, right? And the debate tonight is whether or not the Earth is 6 million, 6 billion, 6,000 years old. Ashe shaking his head. It's an age, and we don't know who it is. And these two people are going to definitely let us know how old it is tonight. It's older. A lot of people got a lot of, well, hey, this is what they agreed to. Yeah, this is the title that they agreed to. I didn't come up with this debate topic at all. Debate.Call Society leaves that up to the participants. And hey, they got it like that because they can do it. So with that being said, we got Anonymous. Anonymous, what's your stance on this debate here, honey?
What, I'm going first?
I'm asking you, what is your stance?
Oh, 6,000.
Okay. So, Ashe, what is your stance on the age of the Earth?
The Earth is approximately 4.5 billion years old. 4.5 billion years old. That's how old the Earth is. It's a fact.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. You're going with the older. So I am going to allow you to actually go first. Okay. And I want you to just tell us a little bit about yourself while this intro song that you wanted plays in the background, if you don't mind. Let us know what's up.
Okay. So the fact about myself, you said about myself.
Yeah. Intro.
Yeah, I know. I might say I'm on, man.
I'm from the middle of the piece, right in.
Something like a master teacher.
Remember,
I'm really here to set
bricks,
the
right
record straight.
We need a statue made of
I don't
rich.
think that
He was going to 45th to shop
I don't think there's too many
keep that
people on
40
this
on my
app at
hip
this
when I'm
point
in.
really on the level that I'm on
Yeah,
with
we
this.
can't hear him. That music's too loud.
Yeah, cuz you like that.
I can hear him.
You know.
Well, the music's
Yeah,
too
it's
loud.
cool.
Everybody in the
No,
comments
I
saying
really
the
want the
music's too
music
loud.
to play. No, I really want the music to play. It's cool. I really want
let
the
him
music to
cook,
be
baby.
heard. The music
Let
should
him
be
cook.
heard. Let me cook. Let me go ahead and do this. Yeah. So y'all know me, man. I'm Ashe. I've been on that app for a minute, man. I'm here to set the record straight. Free Malachi Z. York, man. Free Larry Hoover, man. Free all the chiefs of the land. Shout out to the Den of Demons.
Tell me what these
Yeah,
niggas
I'm
get
just
they
here to set the record straight, man. It ain't too much about me that we need to know, man. I'm just
they
a
gonna have to
bringer of
put me
truth
in
and
a
a
hall
trooper
of
and a
fame.
speaker of truth.
Still be up on Linux rocking
Speaker
all my
of truth,
chains.
big speaker. It's on. So I hope that I can actually show y'all today that just set the record straight once again. Like I've always done in the past, I'm gonna just keep on doing it in the future, and I'm gonna do it right here in the present. You know what I mean? I say I'm on.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So now we got Anonymous. Go ahead and mute up for me. Anonymous,
Yeah.
it's on you, boo.
It's always on me, isn't it? Fun fact. Did you guys know that?
We're distracted
No,
by
no, no. I don't want
vaccines and
music.
TV
I don't want
shows,
music.
politics, celebrity gossip, popular neat
It's
quotes, black
stupid.
lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men
Go
Go
and
ahead,
music.
baby.
I don't want music.
Mm.
So fun fact. Did you guys know that the person in charge of printing our school history textbooks, do you know who that person is? It's
Are you
Ghislaine
telling us
Maxwell's
about
father.
yourself? Are you
No,
telling us
I'm not.
about yourself, Anonymous?
No. When are we doing
Do
this?
me,
My
just do me
opening
that
statement is
favor.
what? Can I
I don't
speak?
want your opening
Are you
statement right
gonna let me
now.
talk, or did you interrupt him?
Mm.
Did you interrupt
Yeah,
him?
because he understood the assignment.
Yeah, and every opening statement I do is my way. That's the
This isn't
assignment.
the opening statement. I just asked for an introduction about you.
Well, you didn't say that. You said opening statement.
You didn't hear? Okay, baby.
No,
No,
silent.
I wasn't listening. Everybody knows who
I
I
know.
am. The fuck you want me to say? Everybody
It's
knows who I
okay.
am.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Thank y'all for coming out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be classy. Good job. But it's okay. All right. Uh, she has her sound as Brainwashed by Tom McDonald. I'm gonna let this rock out, and then after this song goes, we can go ahead and get her and him. Ashe, you got to start. You gonna start with the opening today, since you do have the older, and then she will go with that. All right, and we're gonna get it popping because let's go. You ready?
This opening statement. How long is it?
Your opening round will be 6 minutes. Your
I'm on it
first
right
round
now.
will be 8 minutes. Dominique, she's in the blind, so as soon as she comes out the blinds, my timekeeper, you all ready, Dominique?
Mm.
Let me make sure she's on mute, and she will definitely let you all know once your minute, when you have a minute left in
Yeah.
your round, and she's ready to go. All right, you ready to go?
I had them Billy's throwing bees.
All right, O'Shea, opening round is on you. Dominique, let us know, Dom, when you're ready. Let me
It's
know when you're ready to
six
start.
minutes,
Yeah.
right?
Just waiting for him.
6 minutes on the clock.
All right, let's pop this bitch.
Why is he screen sharing already?
What you mean? What man? Don't worry about me. Don't even speak on
All
me at
right,
this moment.
It's
Hakeem,
opening
I need.
statement, not round one.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about me.
All
Don't even
right,
speak as I speak.
pause for the call. One moment. Thank you, Hakeem. I'm gonna lock this box up real quick. Please let it be a reminder that if you interrupt and you're debating, you will be deducted. So let's remember that. So please, let's not come up off the mic again, interrupting the debate. He's about to start. It doesn't matter. It is not your presentation. It is his. So he's entitled to do whatever, however he wants to. So let's get this going. Ashe, Dom, you
Before I
ready?
start this, before I
I'm
start
waiting for.
kiss, we're both
Yeah.
before I start kiss, like you expressed,
Mhm.
we are both past contestants. I believe Anonymous definitely knows the rules to the debate. Um yeah, but anyway, let's keep it going.
All right, Dom, you ready? Let him know whenever he starts
Yeah. He
speaking.
can
He
start.
can.
All right. 4.5 billion year old Earth explained by your boy Ashe Amun. Opening statement in my slide. According to the American Museum of Natural History, we know today via radiometrics that the Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. Had naturalists and Bible believers had known of this science, early ideas about the Earth's age would have been taken more seriously. Through misunderstood religious and spiritual texts, it has become an unusual phenomenon for some of us to believe that the Earth age is no older than 6,000 years. I'm here not only to right that wrong, but also set the record straight. So through my midst of just trying to even debate such an idiotic topic with all of the science that I have, I was just looking for anybody who would side with this belief. So I come upon a PhD scholar. I came upon one of his upon a build from him. Here he is. This is William H. Douglas. Earth is more than 7,000 years old. This is what he has to say. The world is not only 6,000 to 7,000 years old. This one here is embarrassing to me. This is his statement, not mine. So don't get offended. This one here is embarrassing to me. At least with the 6-day creation era, its believers can argue that God is so powerful that he can do anything, including immediately create everything in a single moment of he wanted to do so. Therefore, a 6-day creation period is at least philosophically possible. They have to go to some ridiculous lengths in order to continue to justify this idea, such as arguing that dinosaurs actually survived for millions of years past their extinction, as scientists have discovered and are recorded living side by side with men in the Bible. But at least they can argue with God all things are possible. Saying the earth is only 6,000 years old doesn't have even to prop it up, because there is an abundance of historical, archaeological, and biblical evidence disproving this claim. Take, for example, the Göbekli Tepe. Göbekli Tepe is the most ancient structure built by human hands that we have discovered. It is located near the borders of the modern nations of Turkey and Syria and is an astounding find. From the way it was built, it seems clear that Göbekli Tepe was an ancient temple where prehistoric people meant to worship God or gods on a regular basis. By all evidence available, Göbekli Tepe is the very first settlement, the very taproot of human civilization, built approximately 9,000 BC. It is over 11,000 years old. That is 6,000 years before the oldest evidence of writing we have ever discovered. There is more time between Göbekli Tepe and the founding of ancient Sumeria than there is between the ending of ancient Sumeria and us today. This single place is also nearly twice as old as the age of the earth, according to those like the person which I'm debating, who think the earth is 6,000 to 7,000 years old. Not only is the earth older than 7,000 years old, human civilization is older than 7,000 years old. All the evidence is against the idea that the world is 7,000 years old, that it renders anyone who professes this idea incredulous and stupid in the ideas of almost everyone around them. This, of course, in turn makes their religion, Christianity, look stupid and obviously false as well. So, in my opening statement, I'm just looking, we have literal PhDs. This claim is juvenile. This claim is absurd. This claim is, it's, I kind of take it personal because it just takes away so much ancient civilization, so much evidence. It's this type of, to me, this is Eurocentric. This is how the European writes his way in history. That's how long the Caucasian has been on the planet, is 6,000 years. That's his length period, not mine. That's his story, not my story. And I'll show you throughout this debate that melanated ancient civilizations, we've been on this planet doing our thing for way over 6,000 years old. You're not even talking NAPTA player. This is juvenile. I don't know what we're doing here. Do I even have to, in my opening statement, I don't have to finish that. Let's get it
He
going.
still has like a minute and 17 seconds left.
And I yielded.
All right. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful opening statement. All right, Anonymous. You can go ahead and go on mute, Shay. One moment. Let me take a look at something really quick. Okay, cool beans. All right, Anonymous, it is on you. Whenever you're ready, Dom, let her know she's ready to go. Dom, you ready for her?
Yeah, sorry. My bad. Yeah.
Mhm. All
Okay.
right.
Fun fact. Did you know that the person who was in charge of printing our history textbooks in school, do you know who that person's name is? His name is Robert Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell's father. You know, Epstein's best friend. Your world is not as it seems. Everything you know to be true is a fucking lie. All of history fabricated by the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. The math given to us to make us go round and round, like you guys were in the comments about the number 0, and never getting the real answer. Science that makes sense to the follower slave mind mentality, but makes absolutely no sense to the free thinker. Has science really proven billions of years with things like radiometric dating and rock layers, etc., etc.? The short answer is no. Please bear in mind, you cannot scientifically prove millions of years. Why? Because you cannot observe nor repeat millions of years in a laboratory. But to more fully grasp what I'm saying here, let's define what we mean by the word science, because the word science comes from two Latin words, means to know or to gain knowledge. And for most of us, when we think of the word science, we think of the scientific method, a method that we use to accumulate knowledge and then make stuff or do stuff. But that can really be broken down into two very distinct different categories about how we accumulate this knowledge, which are observational and operational or experimental science. These are all done in the present at this very moment. It's observable, testable, repeatable, and actually it's only possible because the Bible is true, whether you want to believe it or not. Through this sort of science, we have amazing tech and smartphones and computers, etc. No conflict whatsoever between operational science and the Bible. Actually, pretty much every major branch of modern day science was started by a Bible believing Christian. Bacon, Newton, Kepler, Galileo, Pascal, Boyle, Dalton, Linnaeus, Mendel, Maxwell, and Calvin were Christians. These guys recognize that we can and should do science because the biblical worldview is true. It only makes sense within the biblical worldview. But guys, here's the key. This is really important to grab the hold of. You see, operation does not explain origination. Origination, where something comes from, that's more of a historical question, and that's a different process with different parameters. When you're doing historical science or origin science, this type of science is very, very different from operational. Why? Because when you're trying to figure out what happened in the unseen past, but the past is gone. The
3
past is
minutes.
not observable, testable, nor repeatable. This makes historical science very different than operational science. With historical science, you have to interpret present day clues with a worldview set of assumptions about the unseen past, built on one or two major foundations, God's word or man's word. Now, if you start with the wrong assumptions, you'll most likely get the wrong conclusions. And this is why some really smart people like Ase and also some secular scientists can be so wrong about particular things like the age of the earth and rock layers and dinosaurs and etc. because they're starting with the wrong assumptions about the unseen past. They're trusting man's ideas over God's clear, revealed word about history. Wrong assumptions, wrong conclusions. Tonight, I will show proof that real, true science and absolute truth We'll prove that Earth is not billions of years old, but only 6,000 years old, and that our new Illuminati worldviews are incorrect. It's time to connect God back to science and see the truth. Thank you.
Oh, I don't like these new functions where you just can't tap the microphone down at the bottom. Shay, you was giving such the just all the teeth is in the smile today. Baby, you got all the teeth smiling tonight. So listen, it's time for your first round. All right. Your first round will be 8 minutes, and then Anonymous, you will be giving your rebuttal after that. I need you to go on mute, Anonymous, while he is having his round, and we can get started whenever you're ready. You want to screen share. If anybody is having any issues with any gift sounds or anything like that, you can turn off the gift sound in the menu down at the bottom. I'm not sure how it functions if you have an iPhone, but look for those three little lines and then go to gift settings and you can turn that off because I know sometimes that can be really distracting. So, with that being said, Dom, whenever you're ready.
He can go.
Before I even, okay, start the time. Let's get it going. Before I even open up this damn share screen, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't know nothing about no Bible. Don't get to talking about no Bible. You don't know scripture, baby. Because one day to the Most High is 1,000 years. Ain't that right, kids? Happiness. So how the hell you gonna come up on this motherfucking panel? Excuse my language.
Thank
Talking
you. This
about
is going on
the Earth
YouTube.
is 6,000 years old, and we got 7 days in a week. So what? We God said, okay, that ain't a day. It
Ooh,
just ain't a day out here. So how you go
ooh.
just stop at 6, and but you kind of use Bible as your reference? That's goofy. Stop it.
Okay, now.
That's simple math. Now let me go ahead and share the screen. Let's get to some science, man, because she playing with y'all. Now this is why you finish school, right there. Why we hey, and Galileo was not a Christian. He was a Catholic. You're still lying. You need to stop that. Let's get over here. History 101. Teach you something. Just coming out when you're in school. Radiometrics. Radiometrics, also known as gamma ray spectrometry, is a geophysical technique that measures gamma radiation from radioactive isotopes in the Earth's crust. It's used to map geological features, detect mineral deposits, and study the distribution of soils and rocks. How does it work, Ashrey? Radiometric measurements detect gamma rays emitted by radioactive isotopes of potassium, uranium, and thorium. The gamma rays are a result of the natural radioactive decay of these elements. The concentration of these elements can be estimated by measuring the amount of gamma radiation. As the uranium in rocks decay, it emits subatomic particles and turns into lead at a constant rate. Measuring the uranium to lead ratios in the oldest rocks on Earth gave scientists an estimated age of the planet of 4.6 billion years. What are we doing here, man? Let's cite some places. Let's you know it ain't I say if I don't include stinking old Kemet. I know y'all hate old Egypt. It ain't me if I don't do it. Naphtha Player, let's get it. Naphtha Player, the world's first astronomical site, was built in Africa and is older than Stonehenge. This 7,000 years stone circle tracked the summer solstice and the arrival of the annual monsoon season. It's also the oldest known astronomical site on Earth, even older than the 5,000-year-old Stonehenge. Archaeologists primarily use radiocarbon dating on organic materials like charcoal and plant fibers found near the megaliths to determine the age of the site, according to Astronomy magazine, which they found in the Naphtha Playa, which is south of Cairo, Egypt, in the Nubian desert. This is said to be 7,000 years or even older. Matter of fact, let's talk about that for a minute. if the monument itself is 7,000 years old, what about the people? What about how old would the people then be? Then, if they're using this to map the solstice, that means they've been around for seasons. So that means they developed a certain level of science. How long do you think it took these people to then develop those sciences? What are we doing here? Let's take it back. Let's go back to the United States. Old War guy put me on this. I know a lot of people don't like him. Old War, he put me on this. We was debating. Old Devil's Tower, Wyoming, United States. Devil's Tower in Wyoming was dated
4 minutes
by
left.
the permanent age in the age of the surrounding sedimentary rocks. Many fossils are found in sedimentary rocks, found providing us with clues about ancient ecosystems. Oldest rocks visible in Devil's Tower National Monument deposit in shallow in the sea. This sea covered much of the central and western United States during the Triassic period, 225 to 195 million years ago, according to NPA.org. This would have been the Tethys Sea. Devil's Tower is igneous intrusion, which means it's formed underground to molten rock. Magma pushed up, surrounded the sedimentary rock, cooled, and is hardened. Erosive forces began to expose the tower between 5 and 10 million years ago. This is said to be a 4 million year old rock. Here we go. This is over in Wyoming. You can Google that on your own time. Shit, we'll get to the Tethys Sea in the next round. Shit, let me close up. That was one.
No, she said she had like 4 minutes, so you still have time.
Oh
2
shit! I
minutes
thought she
and
said.
44 seconds left.
Oh shit! How much? How much? Say me the time again.
Got 2 minutes now.
Okay, bet. So let's get to the Tethys Sea. Man, I got my shit all fucked up, y'all. Let's get to the Tethys Sea. According to the Britannica, the Tethys Sea, also known as the Tethys Ocean, was a tropical saltwater body that existed from 541 million to 66 million years ago. It separated the supercontinents of Laurasia and Gondwana and was the forerunner to the Mediterranean, Indian Ocean, and Eurasian inland marine basins. The Tethys first appeared as the Paleotethys, situated east of the Gondwana and south of the Laurasia. Laurasia and Gondwana were the two supercontinents that made up the supercontinent Pangaea, which existed 50 to 100 million years ago. Laurasia was located in the north, while Gondwana was in the south. The Tethys Sea is dated primarily through the analysis of fossil evidence found in the sedimentary rock layers across the different regions, combined with the study of plate tectonics and the geological formations associated with this closure, allowing scientists to link the rock layer to specific geological eras, particularly with the Mesozoic era spanning from the Triassic to the Cretaceous periods, where the Tethys was most prominent. This method provides an estimated time frame for the existence of the Tethys Sea, with the earliest traces dating back to the late Permian and its gradual closure occurring throughout the Cenozoic era. And here we have the Tethys Sea. We had
1 minute left.
of course, here we have the supercontinent. That would be Pangaea, and then we have the Tethys Sea, which is splitting the two. Now we have Laurasia and Gondwana, and from this, of course, Tethys Sea, like they say, this was the birth of your Indian, your Mediterranean, and your Eurasian, your marine basins. So, and this is, like I said, this is taking you all the way back to and this sea was there from 541 million to 66 million years. How are we talking about 7,000 years? 6, I mean. I gave her one. This is real science. Come to me with your conspiracy.
Oh, I really wish Bigo would allow us to just have the functionality to mute the mic right at the bottom like it used to be. This is really Aggie. It's doing too much, Bigo. If anybody does agree, please make sure y'all send y'all grievances over to Bigo TV in the little maintenance section down there somewhere. If y'all agree, I would greatly appreciate it. I don't lock that box really quick. Where is Anonymous? Okay, so we'll give her a minute. Everybody does have a little bit of difficulties every now and then. Let's see. We'll wait for her to come back up because it is now her rebuttal round.
Oh yeah,
What's
the
up,
Grape
Seven?
Anonymous. Yeah, the Grape Anonymous has said that she just needed a beauty break. She'll be right back. She said,
Wait,
She said
We
back.
that?
not. Wait. We ain't deducting time.
No
She
way.
can't
Usually,
leave mid debate.
see what
She can't
happened
leave mid
was,
debate.
well, no, is she had technical
Where did
difficulties,
she
but
say that at?
Oh, absolutely not.
um,
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
okay,
It's
No,
okay.
no.
Calm down.
Hold on. No.
okay,
I'm
but
calm.
Calm down.
I'm
Calm
calm.
Ashay
down.
I'm
did
calm.
leave earlier
I'm just
though.
trying to
Ashay left
assert self.
earlier.
One second, Seven. 1 second, Seven.
Oh,
I'm
okay, brother.
debating in this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This.
I, okay,
I put my
so
time
it's
into
okay.
this.
So
Just
hold
like
on.
Kiss.
She's in the queue. That's why I'm telling y'all to calm down. Like y'all be going
The
psycho.
Grape
Like
Anonymous is now back.
really?
We ain't going
E.
psycho. We ain't going psycho.
Okay, so let me handle it, baby. That's what debate I call society is here for. We are here to facilitate these things for you all so that you all don't have to worry y'all pretty little teeth about it. Just sit there and smile and be cute. All right? All right. There you go, Anonymous. Because we do understand that people do have technical difficulties. Because I guarantee you, my Wi-Fi could go out at any time, right? Anybody's Wi-Fi can go out at any time, all kind of things. So, with that being said, we are patient and we do have understanding and compassion for our fellow people. So, Anonymous is back in the chat. She is here. Anonymous, are you ready to go ahead and proceed with your rebuttal round? Oh, do I have you on mute? Yeah, because I gotta keep all this under wraps.
Yeah, I had to get
Okay,
a picture, so it dropped me down.
okay, no worries. Good job. I'm glad you're back. Because girl, they was gonna go H.
I
You hear
wasn't even
me?
gone
They
for
was gonna
5
go psycho.
seconds.
Girl, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. But let's go. So whenever you start, time will start ticking, and
Yes,
you have
am
the
I
floor.
ready?
You are
Tom's
heard,
ready?
and whenever you
Yeah.
start, go ahead and pull up your first screen. Whenever you're ready, you start talking. That's exactly when your time will start ticking. Okay.
All right, so real quick, I had to get this one because he liked to mention Devil's Tower. Devil's Tower is a tree trunk that has been fossilized from the flood. It is not a mountain. They have lied. They call these mesas. This is a fossilized tree trunk. So let's go back to the topic at hand. Question is, how do we know and determine the age of something? Well, I know my age because I've got a document called a birth certificate. So now I have a historical record. Now, there's no scientific experiment you can conduct on my body to determine my age. If I die and an autopsy is performed on me, they only know my age because of my birth certificate. There is no actual scientific method to determine pinpoint exactly what my age is. So making observations in the present actually can permit you to determine an age. So you really need a historical record. You can get a rough estimate, but not with any precision is my point. You certainly couldn't determine that I was born on April 22nd, 1986. Now, a lot of the ages we see for things like rocks and fossils are given with extraordinary precision. So much precision that you think, wow, these scientists are amazing. They're on top of their game. I mean, who could argue with them? But it's interesting when you peel the layers back, you realize you can't actually measure age. So a scientist measures the physical and chemical properties of his sample, but you can't measure the age. So what they do typically is measure a process or a rate. A process or a rate, something which is happening and can be observed in the present. By process or rate, I mean, i.e., this rock is deteriorating at this rate. And then they wind it backwards to determine when it might have begun, which is what Ase was showing, but he did not explain it correctly. That's called the uniformitarian principle, i.e., so what's happening today is what's been happening for time immemorial. If we can measure this rate, we can just go backwards and find the beginning. So that's very fundamental. It is a principle which has really dictated the conclusions of geology. Now, for a couple hundred years, the problem with that is that you can't actually make observations in the past. Science only works in the present because we've only got the present. We don't have the past at all. Let me give you one example. Let me go pause the time real quick. Pause the time. I gotta look for this one. Fuck. I think I moved the video. Okay, here. Here's an example. Let's use this glass of water. Let me turn the volume down. Let's use this glass of water. Let's imagine this cup of water is under a sink, a dripping tap in the sink. Now, if we measure the rate at which the tap is dripping, and then I measure the volume of water in the cup, I could calculate how long the cup has been under the water. But imagine now that you're only just discovering this cup under the sink. You've walked into the kitchen and there it is. You didn't see how the cup was being placed under the tap. So to be able to work out how long the cup's been there, you'd have to make some assumptions. What kind of assumptions? You would have to assume the cup was empty at the beginning, but you don't know because you weren't there. You also don't know if the tap's been dripping at the same rate from the very beginning. So if someone had turned the sink on hard, partly filled up the cup halfway, then turned the sink off and let it dripping and walked away seconds before you came into the kitchen. So to assume the cup was filled with the slow dripping the entire time would then give you a false conclusion. Remember, wrong assumption, wrong conclusions. Real quick, go here. Now, this is a revelation that I had during doing my research. The rings on a tree are assumed to represent the age of the tree. But is this the true? And has it been irrefutably proven? Well, what helps them assume this tree is 1,000 years old? Is it the height? Is it the width, the girth of the tree, as well as the rings? Is the scientist observing new rings appearing? Well, he would need to observe new rings to know the rate of the rate that the age of the tree is happening. But now, how could he observe the new rings appear if the tree has been cut? No new rings would be able to appear if the tree has been cut. So therefore, he would have to go backwards and assume the rings grew at a certain rate. But wait, at least with the cup, we observed the rate from the very beginning.
Left.
Because they cut the tree, they were never able to observe any rings appearing after the tree was cut. Therefore, any guess for any age of any tree would always and forever be a guess, and not scientifically nor quantifiably proven. This is proof that some of the science given to us is nothing but a guessing game, and to believe they're garbage and then feed it to our children, we would now be willingly and unknowingly participating in the charade. Here's the thing. You can change the assumptions around your dating methods and get any age you like, depending on the assumptions you make. But the worst thing is you can't test any of these assumptions because they're all in the past. And we don't have the past. All we have is the present. And so the conclusion out of all of that is the only reliable source of age information is a historical eyewitness account of what actually happened. And I believe that's what we have in God's word, the Bible, right from the very beginning. How much time do I have?
You're through, baby. That's it.
Oh, wait, I can't hear
Called
you.
your time.
Oh, I couldn't hear you because the volume was down.
Yeah. So make sure what was the last thing you heard? What you just said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you do go in screen sharing mode.
So you had everything I said at the end?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So make sure when you are in screen, some phones will automatically turn your volume down. That's for the people in the audience. Time in screen sharing mode. If you can't hear, just turn the volume up on your phone. You as well, debaters, make sure you turn your volume up on the phone and so that you are able to be heard. and so that you can hear what's going on in the panel, so you can hear when you have 1 minute left for your time. Thank you for wrapping that up. Let's go ahead and go to your first round argument, Banana. The floor is yours. You got 8 minutes. That was your rebuttal round. Whenever you start talking, the time will continue to tick for you.
Hold on. That was my rebuttal, so I'm gonna start here.
You guys are so awesome. I know the comments are really, really commenting tonight. Continue to keep up the conversations going. I hope you all are able to stick around
We need to
because
have
after
somebody
this
in
first,
charge of taking pictures of the comments because I can't see none of the comments.
it'll be on the video.
Oh yeah.
It'll be on. So, for all of you all that are here in the comments, I hope you all will stick around and give your whole opinion at the appointed time. I really want to know, what is y'all consensus? You guys
Oh.
are here. What do you all think? We'll be going with that in a little while after we get these rounds done with. Okay. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel Debate That Calls Society. I love to see you guys there. Let's grow that channel. All right, Anonymous, whenever you start talking, it's on you.
Is Dom ready?
Yeah.
Wait, let me take a drink. Hold on. What? What? No, I'm not muted. What?
You're muted now. So get your drink, a little tall drink of water, girl. And you on mute. Fire, while you up on the panel, I really hope and pray that you do have on the flyer. Because you will be getting dropped down if you don't. You ready? I'll take you off.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, you're off mute.
The historical record actually tells us how old the earth really is. Tells us God created everything in 6 days. Adam was created on the 6th day of creation. It tells us that Adam was 130 years old when his son Seth was born, and Seth was 105 when his son Enos was born, and they're all the way down to Noah. And it says in the 600th year of Noah's life, the flood took place. You add those numbers up, they're all in Genesis chapter 5. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do it. It's straightforward. And then when you fall down the Bible rabbit hole, you discover that the flood occurred 1,656 years after creation. And then you can follow on and discover that Abraham was born about 2,000 years after the creation. From Abraham to Jesus is about 2,000 years. We know spiritually, and also from history, and from the time of Jesus to the present day is 2,000 years. So if you add those up according to the Bible, here we are about 6,000 years after creation. Now that's a bombshell. When I realized this was the truth, I was flabbergasted. I cried and I asked God, wow, please show me the evidence. But the evidence is in our faces. There's enormous amounts of evidence for a recent creation that even convinced me, a former atheist, to turn back to God.